The world knows Vladimir Putin as a man of power, a strategist, and a symbol of Russian resilience. But beneath the austere exterior lies a story of love, one that began with youthful hope and endured through decades of shared joys and challenges. While much of his personal life remains veiled in secrecy, Putin's marriage to Lyudmila Shkrebneva offers a rare glimpse into the tender side of a man who has become synonymous with strength and control. It was the early 1980s in Leningrad, a city rich with history and culture, and Vladimir Putin was a young man on the cusp of a promising career. Freshly embarked on his path in the KGB, Putin had the determination of someone eager to prove himself. On a fateful evening in 1982, he attended a concert, a rare indulgence for a man often consumed by ambition and discipline. Among the crowd sat Lyudmila Shkrebneva, a radiant young woman with dreams of her own. Working as a flight attendant, she carried herself with grace and charm, embodying an effortless elegance that caught Putin's eye. Their meeting that evening was unplanned, yet it would set the stage for a love story that would intertwine their destinies forever. As the music filled the air, their conversation began with hesitant smiles and shy introductions. Lyudmila's warmth softened Putin's reserved demeanor, and she was captivated by his intelligence and quiet confidence. For him, she was a revelation, a woman whose poise and beauty left an indelible mark. By the end of the evening, their connection was undeniable, and a courtship began. On July 28, 1983, Vladimir and Lyudmila were married, cementing a bond forged in mutual respect and admiration. The wedding was a modest affair, reflecting their practical natures and the era's subdued expectations. Lyudmila was the perfect complement to Putin's rising career, grounding him with her gentle presence while navigating the challenges of being married to a man destined for greatness. Their early years were filled with moments of simplicity and love, balancing the demands of Putin's budding career in the KGB with the joy of building a life together. Lyudmila's support was unwavering, her steadfastness providing a refuge from the pressures of his work. Together, they welcomed two daughters, Maria and Katerina, who became the heart of their family. Perhaps what made Lyudmila irreplaceable was the unique role she played in Putin's life during his formative years. There is nothing quite like a partner who stands by you when you are not yet powerful, when your ambition is still a dream, and your vulnerabilities are fully exposed. Lyudmila was there for Putin when he was just a man on the rise, her quiet confidence and loyalty forming the foundation of his personal strength. For him, no other woman could ever truly be the same, for no one else could share in those early struggles, those modest triumphs, or those quiet moments of hope. As Putin's career ascended, first in the KGB and later in politics, their lives were thrust into the public eye. Lyudmila, who cherished privacy and quietude, struggled with the spotlight. Unlike many political spouses, she shunned public attention, finding it overwhelming and often isolating. By the time Putin assumed the presidency in 2000, the strains of their contrasting worlds were becoming evident. The demands of public life began to weigh heavily on their relationship. Lyudmila, who valued privacy and simplicity, found the constant attention overwhelming. Unlike her husband, whose ambitions propelled him into the spotlight, she struggled with the pressures of being the First Lady of Russia. Over the years, the nature of their relationship shifted as Putin's responsibilities expanded. The distance created by his work commitments and the relentless pace of political life became an undeniable strain. While they maintained a public image of mutual respect and unity, those close to the couple observed how difficult it had become for them to reconcile their contrasting roles and desires. In June 2013, after nearly 3 decades of marriage, Vladimir and Lyudmila Putin made a surprising announcement. They were divorcing. The revelation came during a rare public appearance at the ballet, where they spoke to a reporter from Russian state television. In a joint statement, they described the decision as mutual, rooted in the reality that their lives had grown apart. "We have always supported each other, but we rarely see one another," Lyudmila said, her words tinged with both resignation and respect. Putin added, "It was a mutual decision. We will always remain close." He went further, in a rare display of vulnerability, adding, "I think it will be forever." This sentiment, simple yet profound, reflected the deep bond that persisted despite the end of their marriage. Even in separation, he viewed their connection as something eternal, a tie that transcended the formalities of their union. The announcement was historic. Putin became one of the few Russian leaders to divorce while in office, breaking the unspoken expectation that a leader's marriage must endure, no matter the personal cost. Yet, their candidness and the grace with which they handled the situation endeared them to many. Even in their separation, there was an unmistakable bond, one of shared history and mutual care. The years following their divorce painted a picture of two individuals navigating new chapters while maintaining respect for one another. Lyudmila eventually remarried, finding companionship with a man 20 years her junior. Putin, ever stoic, publicly expressed his respect for her decision, even as he hinted at his own enduring affection. In a rare interview, Putin admitted that he would not consider remarrying until Lyudmila had found happiness. "I will always be close to Lyudmila," he said, his words a quiet testament to the love that once defined their lives. Their divorce announcement, despite its composed exterior, hinted at lingering pain. Observers noted the subtle emotion in Putin's demeanor, a rare vulnerability in a man known for his impenetrable facade. For all his power and stoicism, the end of their marriage revealed a deeply human side to the Russian leader, a man who had loved deeply and lost. The story of Vladimir and Lyudmila Putin is not merely one of marriage and divorce. It is a testament to the complexities of love in the face of ambition and duty. While their paths ultimately diverged, their shared history remains an enduring part of Putin's life. In his own way, Putin has honored their bond, whether through his commitment to their children or his refusal to remarry out of deference to Lyudmila's happiness. Their love, though no longer romantic, continues to shape the narrative of a man whose life has been defined by both personal and national trials. As the world debates Putin's politics and leadership, his love story with Lyudmila offers a poignant reminder of the man behind the power, a man capable of great tenderness and loyalty even in the face of loss. For Vladimir Putin, Lyudmila was not just a chapter in his life. She was a part of his soul, a love that shaped him in ways the world may never fully understand. She was the woman who stood by him when he had nothing, and that kind of love he knew could never be replaced.